I had not been back there in years, but it was the last place left to look. Those lost wishes weren't the treasure I was after. It was not exactly as I remembered it, but it wasn't all that different either. Two odd contraptions guarded the lost treasure. I would have to turn one and see what happened. I decided this was no time to take a nap, even though that bed looked very squishy and very comfortable. And that's what would have happened if I turned the left switch. But since I am here telling this story, you already know that I pulled the right one. Buckets, barrels, butter churns, and beds were jammed into every nook and cranny of that cave. It all seemed so familiar. Even though the bed was very comfortable, this was no time to hide under the covers.
Wait. Hold on, Grandpa. I don't remember this part of the story. Beds hanging from stalactites?
We'll get there, Gwendolyn. Don't worry. No detail in this story will be overlooked. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. As I treaded through the river of rumbling trundles, I feared I knew the source of that deafening wind. Nestled beneath a slumbering pile of teeth and claws was...
Fabled mirror.
Oh, so you remember this part of the story.
Well, dragons are my favorite.
Do you want to tell this part?
Yes. King Edward sent me, the greatest knight in all of Daventry, on a quest to return his stolen mirror. A gigantic, hulking beast of a dragon was the last thing in my way to... My way to add a shinier hat to my collection. I tried to turn that crazy contraption, but it was missing a handle. Someone tampered with it, creating some silly conundrum. As I was saying, this was no time to take a nap. Volumes of old books
with foreboding titles clutter the shelves of that strange bedroom. How to Tame a Dragon, Breaking the Spirit of Hideous Beasts, amateur spells to impress your friends with. No books about recovering missing handles, though.
So the missing handle was booby-trapped? What did you do?
Well, I used my cleverness to outsmart the trap. Then I used my cleverness to hide. Luckily, that half-blinded beast never noticed me in bed.
A dragon's eye must be really hard to pierce with an arrow. At archery lessons, I can barely hit a hay bale.
It is indeed a feat only for skilled archers. All right. I took a brief rest before I decided to adventure on with that very important treasure.
What did you use to fix the broken switch?
The dragon's chains were coiled around a gigantic switch mounted to the cave wall. This cave seemed to be filled with failed adventures. After he briefly basked in the sun, the narcoleptic dragon went back to snoring.
I probably sleep all day too, if Amira was my only friend. You marched right into a ferocious dragon's mouth.
I was just making sure you were still paying attention. whoever designed this trap thought they were pretty clever, but I would probably find a way to hit that unreachable switch. The mirror called out to me. A ridiculous feeding contraption was cobbled together to keep the beast and probably its owner alive. With the magic mirror safely in my possession, I dreamt of the Daventry I would be rewarded with, and the kingdom it could become. In that split second, I had three choices in front of me. Any would clear my path to safety, and all would have rippling consequences. My hands were shaking and my arms could barely grip the rope, but with the last of my strength, I climbed out of the well and headed back to the castle. Ever since the magic mirror returned, its reflections have warned the kingdom of danger, kept our family safe, and it has exposed many troublesome crumbs tangled in my beard.
Yeah. King Edward was so proud that you returned his lost treasure that he made you king. Everyone knows that part. Now, can we get back to that dragon?
Gwendolyn, there is so much more to my stories than dragons. I hope this old cap will be remembered for far more than the action tattered across its brim, sewn into the seams of many hidden adventures. All right, let's get back to the dragon.
Tell me everything. Where can I learn to shoot like that?
A good mentor and practice. This wasn't the first time I went eye to eye with that hideous beast, and while that shot was certainly in self-defense, that arrow was a bit vengeful, I'm afraid, but let's continue that story in the daytime. It's about to get a tad more scary.
Dragons don't scare me, even those with all their eyes. If I ever come across that dragon, I'll finish him off for you. And I'll be known throughout Daventry as Gwendolyn the Brave.
That's quite a bold plan, one that requires a steadfast gut and a deft hand.
All right, you two. Grandpa needs to rest. Gwendolyn, it's way past your bedtime.
Sleep well, Grandpa. I'll be back first thing in the morning.
I don't need rest. I'm as spry as I've ever been, though I wouldn't mind a slice of magic fruit.
Well, hello, cousin. I'm glad you're finally here. He's been asking about you for days. I had to sit through the same story 5 times.
We got here as fast as we could. And I like Grandpa's stories, especially the ones with dragons.
Ah, yes. The legendary beast he went eye to eye with. I don't know if he forgets I've heard that story before or if he doesn't care, but he loves telling it to anyone that will listen. I'm pretty sure I heard the nursemaids telling his same jokes in the hall.
Have you heard anything the doctors are saying?
Yes, doctors, wizards, magic elves. Grandfather is fine, Gwendolyn. They all say the same thing. He's just old. He still has a few good years left. Look, we're all excited that your family made the trip, but there's no need to worry. You should get some rest. I'm sure you're scheduled for a full morning of Grandfather's hilarious ramblings.
Oh, I'm also scheduled for the tournament tomorrow.
Ah, yes, the fencing tournament. You'll love it. I'm, of course, favored to win and will make sure you have the very best seat to view my victory. The courtyard will be filled with important people and delicious hors d'oeuvres.
Oh, I'm actually competing in the tournament.
I had no idea we were hosting a junior tournament. That's incredible. In that case, I will gladly be there to cheer you on and eat delectable appetizers.
Nope, no junior tournament. I'll be squaring off against you.
I see. Well, perhaps this is the time to stop listening to stories and finally make some of your own. Good night, Gwendolyn. Sleep well.
Come in, Gwendolyn. You can set those on the nightstand.
Grandma said to take 3 spoonfuls of each.
I'll get to those. No need to fuss over me. Now, let's talk about far more important issues, like that fencing tournament. I hear you're competing.
Well, I signed up, but I'm not so sure anymore.
Nonsense. If it's Scott you're worried about, he's no bother. After all, I only learned that you entered after he complained about it all morning. Threatened, I'm guessing. There are many ways to win a duel. I, for one, have always been fond of precision through practice and a deft maneuver or two. Train harder and follow your instincts. Speaking of, that reminds me of a story, one I know you haven't heard before. When I was a much younger lad, before I was a knight, before I'd been to Daventry, and even before I'd seen a dragon. It's a tale about a tournament that changed my life. It is a long story, but I shall tell it briefly.
Well, Triumph, this looks as good a place as any to camp for the night. Let's rest up. We have a big day tomorrow.
After gracefully rappelling down the cliff, I welcomed the sight of an actual road, the first sign of civilization. Daventry was just a few miles to the east. I'd read all about its wonders in my travel books. I couldn't wait to check out its famous, fantastical floating island.
Grandpa, you can't leave Triumph.
Don't worry, Triumph can fend for himself. We've been through our share of sticky situations, but he always comes around when I need him most. I could have sworn the parade of hopeful knights was scheduled for the next day. I should have been with them, marching with triumph. It seemed my first few minutes in Daventry were off to a terrible start.
So, how did you catch up with them?
That odd horn seemed to be missing some sort of mouthpiece. Strange tracks blazed a trail through the forest. I wondered what those birds needed a toolbox for. Shame. The only tool left seemed to be a small hatchet. And no, Gwendolyn, before you start asking me thousands of questions about that hatchet, I did not go around using it on everything. There was no reason to chop down that perfectly good tree. That wheel seemed freshly broken. The wheel was already broken. No sense rubbing it in.
Stand back, you dirty thieves! Wah! Oh, it's just a boy. Don't know where he's from, but it must be hard to pronounce. You know, you should never sneak up on a guy in a dangerous place like... Oh! What's wrong with your foot? Probably stepped on a spiniferous thornweed. Don't worry, I got just the fix for that. Tell me, is it more of a... Ow! Or a... Oh! Either way, the Merchant of Miracles has got you covered. But it'll cost you. I've risked my neck to forage the most rare, miraculous, mysterious, and oftentimes delicious ingredients. Here it is. I massage this into my skin twice a day, and just look at my little biscuits. Well, now that I've mulled it over, you'd better not. It might stunt your growth. Ooh, such exquisite material.
Hey.
I knew you weren't from around here. Well, you best get going. Nobody likes a late night. Oh, wait! You're stuck here with me. Every bridge in is out, and my shortcut had a few shortcomings. I swear that rock leaped straight out of the water. Now I'm stuck here with no wheel, a lost toolbox, and Mr. Fancy Cakes. Say, I'll bet a fine, strapping young man like you could help me fix up this wheel. Yup, you help me fix my chariot, and I'll give you a lift to the tournament. Hopefully no one else notices your horrible lack of punctuality. Oh, how rude. Do you have any questions for me?
Could you repeat that?
Try to keep up, son. Bridge is out, failed shortcut, flying rock, wheel broke, be a strapping lad, get tools, fix wagon, get a lift to the tournament. What happened to the rest of my tools? My wheel mending kit was in that toolbox. You expect me to fix this wheel with only a hatchet? Hatchets are for destroying, not for fixing. What kind of game are you playing here, boy? Oh, I know. Maybe I could use this blade to chisel a wheel out of driftwood. Or perhaps I could cut down a rubber tree plant and weave myself a wheel. You are not going to last 3 seconds in that tournament with that kind of stupid dream logic. Tell you what, you can keep my hatchet, but please bring me a real solution. You know, like a wheel, big, round, rolling, a wheel that goes here, like those.
Oh, can I pet your goats?
Stay away from my majestic unicorns.
Unicorns? Isn't that a bit of string right there?
I said back away. Seriously, my boy, they aren't gonna pull this chariot without a wheel. Oh, I know. They're the most majestic creatures in the world. Mr. Fancy Cakes, I saw that look in your eye. Don't you dare touch my unicorns. They're for looking only. No, Mr. Fancy Cakes, you cannot eat his cape. I know. I wish we weren't returning here at this time of year, too. They haven't figured out eye transplants for unicorns yet, Mr. Fancy Cakes. Did you eat my retainer again? Okay. Have a nibble of cape. Oh, Mr. Fancy Cakes, you were always my favorite. Other one, well, you keep doing you. Mr. Fancy Cakes, can you tell Two Eyes to stop chewing so loudly? Hey, other one, are you sure you deserve to be a unicorn? Your heart just doesn't seem to be in this. Other one, I know we're stuck here, but it doesn't mean you have to make our air quality inhospitable. Get that blade away from our unicorns. I'm warning you. Hey, stop it! Those unicorns may look cute and cuddly, but they are ferocious fighters when provoked. You do that one more time, and I won't be able to quell Mr. Fancy Cake's vehement temper. Hey! How did his cape taste, Mr. Fancy Cakes? Find me a wheel, boy. Anything big and round should do the trick. Just a little here, a little elbow grease there.
What? Huh? How did I get onto this? We are not supposed to be in this part of the story yet.
Where did that river lead to?
That is a story for another day. Perhaps there was a wheel on the other side of that river. Too bad I couldn't swim.
How did you get across that river?
That missing wheel had me stumped. I had to go out on a limb to get past the root of the problem.
Ugh. Grandpa, your infamous puns are not my favorite.
What's the matter? You don't like the timbre of my voice? You'll warm up to the puns.
These are terrible.
kitty, not a kitty, not a kitty!
Oh, here we go. No! I did not use the hatchet to skin that growling animal. An overgrown patch of spiniferous thornweeds obstructed a path to the water well.
The well with the ginormous dragon in it?
Perhaps. I tried to chop down those thornweeds, but my tiny hatchet was ineffective. I would need a bigger, sharper blade.
Why would you walk into a patch of spiniferous thornweeds?
Well, I didn't. I thought about it for a while, though. I was thirsty.
And then you chopped down that door, found a wheel, and headed for the tournament.
No, Gwendolyn. Just because I had a hatchet didn't mean I went around using it on everything. It's not that type of story. The town square was eerily quiet. Was I the only person in Daventry not at the parade? A bakery, and it smelled delicious. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins. The delectable goods looked tasty, but I couldn't compete in this tournament with a full stomach. Ah, I didn't see any reason why that stale bread wouldn't work for a wheel. I decided to leave some coins for the bread. Like me, this little tree was new in town and needed some time to grow and find its way. What? Too sappy?
I have nothing to say.
You'll warm up to it.
And then you took out your hatchet and chopped that baby tree to bits.
No, no. Bad idea. I stumbled upon some kind of curiosity shop. Against the knickknacks was a little collection tray with a sign asking for tips. Nothing seemed to be brewing yet. I thought these potions, herbs, and other magical sundries were best observed from afar. I didn't need to borrow more than one wheel. I wished I had some marshmallows. Looked like a blacksmith shop of sorts. That sign was asking for tips, and there was a metal pan to collect coins.
And then you scooped up all the weapons, right? Right?
No, Gwendolyn, I didn't. I was looking for a wheel, not a fight. I borrowed enough for the day.
Hello, could I squeeze by you gents?
No, we are here to guard the town entrance and keep out any riffraff whilst everyone is watching the parade. If we were to leave, rapscallions would run amok in the empty shops.
Back away, boy. We're on the lookout for intruders.
Stop being useless and help us watch for thieves. Bribes don't work on us. Sorry.
You cut?
Not that type of story. I don't know how that would work. Ah, a shortcut.
Do I really have to hear the story about how you took forever to tiptoe across that fallen tree again?
No, I guess not.
Just a little oop here, a little elbow grease there, and nonsense! Hang on to those, boy. I'd like to earn your money honestly.
I thought this might do the trick.
Lovely choice, boy. And thank the Yarblesnoofs, this bread is beyond stale. Hopefully you didn't pay too much. You have a face that just screams overcharged. I've got just a fix for that, too. But we have important tournament business to tend to, and I think this'll do the trick. Ooh, I'll just need to start locking my unicorns up at night. Mr. Fancy Cakes has a nibbling problem. All right, off we go. Oh, wait, before my mind slips, I was able to procure an entrance ticket to the tournament. Since you so graciously found me a wheel, I am more than willing to sell it to you at a reasonably discounted rate. Are you interested?
No thanks. Not really interested.
Are you sure? They'll charge you double at the tournament. They're not as trustworthy as I am.
The price still seems really high to me.
Okay, you're twisting my turban here. I didn't pay you for such a deal, Deliberator. Final offer, half off the previously discounted rate. Come on, treat yourself, boy.
Well, what is the actual price?
Well, what do you know? It costs exactly that much. Thank you. Fortuitous fate meeting you, my boy. Here you are. Now, let's Vamanusi from this meadowland, Mr. Fancy Cakes. It is go time. Mr. Fancy tasty cakes! Ah, heel! Halt! Abyss! Stop! We sincerely hope you enjoyed your stay in our luxury cabin. Please gather your belongings and watch your head on exit.
Thanks for the hospitality.
No time to lounge, my boy! Lucky for you, the parade is halted. Another case of a mysterious missing bridge, I imagine. Watch your step. We wouldn't want any tears in that illustrious cape. Bon voyage, Buttercup! Don't forget about us working folk, especially when your pockets are full of riches.
The forest is blocked until this situation is under control. Bribes don't work on us. Sorry.
You cut?
No cutting.
Hello. Apologies, I'm late. I should be on the list. First name Graham, last name...
The list, unfortunately, is inside the theater, which is across that bridge, which is inexplicably missing.
We've ordered a temporary fix, but we're still sorting out the work order.
Well, with all the recent budget issues, I remain skeptical about the repairs.
Well, can't those knights check the list?
Do you mean Kyle and Larry? They're off duty. Don't ask.
You needn't worry. These night hopefuls will figure out a solution soon, and then we can carry on with the auditions.
Well, but I am a hopeful knight. If you just step aside, I'm confident that I could find a way across.
Daventry Decree 6645 states that a royal guard, once commanded, must never, under no circumstances, abandon his post while on duty.
Well, technically, Addendum 237A allows us to leave if someone is in distress and in need of assistance, of a life or death nature.
I stand corrected, and we wouldn't want a repeat of the Rubenstern fiasco. A tardy auditionee, however, hardly counts for distress. Sorry, but we can't leave our post. King's orders.
What was that addendum again?
Addendum 237A states that a royal guard can only leave his post if someone is in distress and is in need of assistance.
And then you cut down that rope, knock those guards into the river, and use your battle axe to score victory at the tournament.
Not that type of story.
Bribes don't work on us. Sorry.
Would an entrance ticket prove my worth?
Sorry, but the collection of entrance tickets will take place inside the theater.
Come at me, bees!
And then you chop down the tree full of angry bees?
Enough, Gwendolyn. I'm remembering this wrong. Wait a second.
Stay off those rocks. It's dangerous. Distress!
Abandon post!
Learn how to swim, boy.
Thanks for saving me.
You're welcome, lad.
He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, me. Don't be rude, boy. We are in the middle of an important conversation. He was talking to me.
I believe he was talking to me.
Nope, Me.
Wouldn't be the first time.
This tired argument is getting on my nerves.
No need to argue about the fact that I am...
Huh?
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Not good.
Mind if I join your semicircle?
Let us big kids figure this one out.
Shh. Your hero is thinking.
Well, I know the answer, but I want to see how all of you will solve it.
You look like a little man who wants to do big things.
Leave me alone, guys. I'll figure this out by myself.
All eyes on me.
I can just toss you over, Manny.
It's no use. I have this lovely ticket I could share. No? You're gonna regret it.
You cut?
No cutting. Another horn and another missing piece.
My bow is brand new, so it still needs to be broken in.
Where did he get a bow? Did I miss the part where we got bows?
You're still here? I wonder what happened to that bridge. Morons, all of you.
Huh. Rope swing? No, I shouldn't embarrass myself again.
Over here, buddy.
Give me a second. I have the perfect plan.
This looks like a problem for my assistant.
My armor is pretty form-fitting. I might be able to swim across.
Indubitably indubious. Pardon me. All right.
Huh. I could lasso this log. And then... Well, it was fun while it lasted.
I left the hatchet lodged in the tree because I would not need it any more.
Are you sure?
Quite sure. Everyone always asks about that hatchet. It gets a tad annoying.
Huh?
Hang on a sec. Graham, right?
Yes. How did you know my name?
Oh, you'd be surprised at the information people give out when they're too busy thinking about their own agenda. I also observed that without you, no one could have made it across. Well done, Graham.
Thanks, I guess.
They'll never acknowledge it, you know. Those who use their minds over their biceps are never woven into the tapestries of time. I can tell you're like me, a creative thinker, an intellectual. To win this competition, you'll need to prove that your talents are more powerful than their strength, agility, and speed. You'll also need a friend.
I could really use a friend.
They call me Manny. Pleased to meet you.
So, friend, what's your favorite color? Do you like popcorn-flavored jelly beans? Because I do. What's your availability for sleepovers? Are we in a secret club?
Green. I prefer pizza-flavored. I'm free on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I would say more of a secret alliance.
Alliance?
This competition will not be easy, and Daventry needs men like us. If we put our heads together, we might have a shot.
What's the plan?
If you win, put a good word in for me with the king. And if I win, I'll do the same. Soon, we'll both be moving up the ranks in the castle together. We should head inside the theater, though. Let me know how I can help.
Another horn and another missing piece.
Graham, to the front of the stage, please. Now that we have recovered our list, it is my duty to inform you that you are officially signed in. Yay. And I do want to apologize. I am very, very terribly sorry, but we've run out of commemorative tote bags.
That's not a problem. I have no use for tote bags. My mother designed my cape with lots of pockets. Is the next event about to start?
Not so fast, Pocket Boy. The tournament bylaws explicitly state that each contestant must complete every event before continuing on in the competition. Since you were late, you missed the test of chivalry and the welcoming parade. Both designed as light-hearted warm-ups and getting-to-know-you type exercises. You know, an icebreaker before we start in on the usual death, destruction, and duels of a cutthroat nature.
Don't forget about Amendment 70, Article 4.
I was getting to that, thank you. In the spirit of equal opportunity, the new rules state that you can schedule a make-up chivalry test if and only if the circumstances for your absence were extenuating. So, I will ask, what were your extenuating circumstances that made you late for the tournament?
Well, I never heard the date was switched.
I'll just pencil in hard of hearing. Now, go on, mingle with the other contestants. Find out as much as you can about them, and when you're ready for the chivalry test, come and see me.
Now, perhaps my entrance ticket will let me bypass this chivalry test?
It's not yet the time for entrance tickets.
Okay, I'm just gonna get through this.
Hey, thanks for knocking that log over out there. Really. It gave me the opportunity to go on a lovely cruise.
Those nights were annoying me, and I wanted some alone time. Leave me be, little fly. You don't want to wake the bull.
Look, I don't want to be in this conversation any more than you do, but I missed the chivalry test, and I need to make it up. The faster we get this over with, the faster I can leave you alone.
Well, make it quick. Then buzz off.
I'm Graham.
No last names. I don't even want your first name.
And your name?
I'm known throughout the land as Circumference, but I am currently in the process of rebranding myself, starting with my name. You should call me Acorn.
What was your name again, Sir Fatso?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
What was your name again, Sir Walrus?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
What was your name again, King Size?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
What was your name again, Hornhead?
It's Acorn. Get it right or pay the price.
What was that you were hiding in your paws?
Well, none of your business, Feather Boy.
Seriously, what are you hiding? Is it a snack?
Leave it alone, String Bean.
I'll leave you be.
Go away.
The riches with the...
Hey there, I'm Graham.
Charmed, I'm sure.
And your name?
What?
Well, I didn't catch your name.
What? Is this true? Surely you jest, Greg. What rock did you crawl out from? How do you not recognize this well-proportioned face?
Well, it's not Greg, it's Graham. And, of course, I know who you are. You're Sir Ten of himself.
Cheeky. But now you're starting to bother me, Grant.
Well, I couldn't help it. No, but seriously, you're that jerk who pushed me into the river.
Oh, yes, that silly feather does look familiar. Look at it. Like a limp piece of cheese. What you need, Gale, is an upgrade. Like my mane of excellence.
Hey, my mother gave me that feather. I might be silly, but you're every woman's dream.
Well, you got that right. The ladies love. Yeah. Who do they love, Gabe?
It's not Gabe, it's... Oh, never mind. Yes, your name... You're going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
I'll be waiting right here, Garrett.
Maka, Ekaidris ki ke dukachan kanyaki yakamata. Avamata?
Shrekky, Afamata.
Shreki maka maka dunga wakaka.
Hello, my name's Graham. Nice to meet you.
Achaka.
So, where do you hail from?
Achaka.
I see. Sounds exotic. So, what type of arrows do you fly with?
Achaka.
Nice, nice. I prefer the hand-whittled sapling arrows myself. Want to partner up? Show Daventry the power of dueling archers? What do you say?
Achaka.
Yeah, you're right. You'd probably just slow me down. Good chat. I'm gonna get back to the chivalry test.
Oh, hey, Graham. We were just sharing some tips about the tournament. Let me know if you want the rundown about any of our competitors.
What can you tell me about Acorn?
I can tell you not to mess with those bull horns in any strength competition. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I heard a rumor that the man keeps a pet squirrel under his belly. What kind of a weirdo does that? Imagine what else he's hiding under there. Neither of us is going to be able to match his strength. If we're going to oust him, we'll need to work together and expose his secrets.
What can you tell me about Sir Tenov himself?
That's so inconsiderate. Although clever, these silly puns are not very becoming to a gentleman like yourself. Go meet everyone, then come talk to me. I've got a few tips to share.
What can you tell me about Achaka?
I'm studying his every move. He should make any opponent quiver. Ugh, you got me doing it now. He's fast, strong, and vicious with his bow. I'm trying to convince him to join our alliance, but the translation isn't quite working.
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
When we see your special. What do you want?
I, heard what you're hiding.
No, you didn't, skinny pants.
I did. I heard a rumor that a tiny squirrel pet lives under your belly.
What? Who told you that? I bet it was Whisper. He's the worst. His ego is the one thing I can't stomach. And she's not my pet. She's my friend.
Does your squirrel friend have a name?
I wish Whisper would keep his big mouth shut. Her name is Princess Madeline of Avalon. She's a proper lady.
What else is hidden in that belly?
The bones of a feather boy if you don't leave me alone.
I think you're hiding something else in there, but I'm not sure I want to find out. I'll leave you be.
You need to get lost.
Itself. Yes. Have you remembered my name?
Whisper.
Correct. Well, Whisper's full name is Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. the Third, hailing from Modesto. But I'm sure a fan like you knew that. Would you like an autograph?
I don't seem to have any portraits on me.
Well, if you find one, I'll sign it, free of charge. Whisper loves his fans. Whisper loves the knighthood. Whisper loves thwarting evil. But most of all, Whisper loves Whisper.
As do we all. I should be getting back to my chivalry test now.
Don't go! Whisper can do it!
That's a nice thought, but I'm pretty sure those guards would never confuse you for me. I mean, your armor is pretty recognizable.
Whisper's armor is shiny because Whisper loves his own reflection.
Yeah, I get it. Good day, Whisper.
Yes, Graham? You want some dirt on someone?
What can you tell me about Whisper?
Whisper? Huh, his feet might fly by without a sound, but his mouth never will. A shining star in his hometown, he hopes to rebuild his fan base in Daventry. I've heard he'll do anything for the spotlight and can never be outshined. People that arrogant are usually primed for a fall. Don't you think so?
I'm good. Thanks, Manny.
Goodbye!
Are you ready for the chivalry test?
Let's do it.
Question 1. Who is the only knight competing in the tournament that speaks multiple languages?
Manny. We're friends, you know. We have kind of an alliance. Next question.
All right, next question. This knight hopeful hails from a land far outside of Daventry. Based on the odds, he is favored to win the competition.
Achaka.
Okay, moving on. What is the full name of the fastest contestant in the competition?
Sir Walter Harris Ignatius Sally Percival Eduardo Ramon Jr. III of Modesto. I'm sure of it.
I see. Last question. Who or what is the favorite companion of the strongest competitor?
Princess Madeline of Avalon. She sounds quite charming.
Okay, let's see here. Tallying. It looks like you got all the answers correct. Great job, Pockets. Now, we shouldn't keep your new friends waiting, should we? Let's start the show.
Welcome, everybody. You are all here to win a knight position on King Edward's court. But that's not all. As you all know, tragically, the king has no heirs. So, this position could very well lead to the crown of Daventry itself. Now, let's officially commence the competition part of the tournament. I do hope you've all made friends, because it's about to get nasty. The time has come to collect your entrance tickets.
Oh, over here! Over here, I got mine right here!
I'm sorry, I really am, but that is not an entrance ticket. In fact, from up here, it looks like a sweaty piece of cloth. Oh, probably just a snot rag. Each knight hopeful will need to bring back to the theatre, dum-dum-dum-dum, one eye of a hideous beast. And, due to Proclamation 1748.2, it will actually need to be a hideous beast. Not like last year. No adorably cute, fuzzy, or tiny creature eyes will be accepted. Thank you.
Nothing to see here.
There are many hideous eyes to find in Daventry. We urge you to take this opportunity to show us your skills. We want to know what's in your heart, how you think, and how you react in the face of danger. You might not believe all that can be interpreted from one eye, but we will still judge you all the same. Now, everyone, go forth and claim thine eyes.
Whisper!
Ooh.
Whisper can do it.
Watch your step, kid.
Oh, thanks.
I know it ain't fancy, but it'll have to work for now. Amaya Blackstone, nice to meet you.
Graham, the pleasure's mine. It's nice to see all these bridges are getting fixed.
All these bridges? No, kid. This contract is over. Daventry can't afford me anymore. They can't even afford oil for the crumbler over there. My own invention, of course.
Oh, what does a crumbler do?
It lifts, it chops, it crumbles. Most importantly, it brings in the monies, which are desperately needed. Been kind of rough around here lately.
It seems that way. Daventry's been an interesting experience so far. Different from what I read in my travel books. Honestly, I'm starting to wonder if it's for me.
Don't worry, kid. It's not you. This kingdom's been going downhill ever since the Queen died. And now, with the bridges out, no one can get into Daventry. It's really quiet. I hate the silence. I'm a woman of action, if you couldn't tell. Quiet towns don't pay the bills.
I can see that.
Well, I should get going. Perhaps someone's wandered into my shop. If you make it there, come say hi. I'm on the left.
Caution, bees and distress.
So, how did you find an eye?
Was a hideous beast lurking inside.
Ouch! Rude!
Shame. These could have been carved into really nice jack-o'-lanterns.
Hasn't anyone told you it's not polite to go stomping around on people's backs? Give me one good reason not to gobble you up right now.
Because, like yourself, I too am a bridge troll. See?
You're pretty ugly for a troll. A long nose and a bushy tail like that? Are you sure you're not a bridge bandicoot?
Yep, no bandicoots here. Just a hairy, hideous bridge troll.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't believe you. It's just that I've been crossed so many times. One more time, and I might emotionally collapse. Would you be so kind to accept my apology and join me in the secret dance of the Bridge Troll Guild?
Oh, yes, of course, the troll dance. I, only know the traditional Ludor version, so you should start.
Very well, Tiny Bandicoot.
Yeah. Can't stop. All right.
You got some great moves, Mr. Bandy. You are most certainly a bridge troll. What did you want from Olfie?
You wouldn't happen to know where I can find an Eye of a Beast, would you?
Is it time for the tournament already? I thought that was on Tuesday. Oh, bother, my memory's failing again. Olfie's been suffering from sleep deprivation. A very rude monster has been snarling in the bushes behind my back.
Is this monster you speak of hideous, perchance?
Snarling Snarlax is legendarily hideous. Those puny guards of Daventry would surely be impressed by his eye. It is rumored the beast has 2 purple eyes with bright blue, glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth. I could let you cross and perhaps even help you with that fire-eyed monster, but since Olfie didn't eat you, Olfie needs a pick-me-up. This big tooth is a sweet one. If you bring me something to eat, I'll consider helping you.
Can you tell me about that Snarlax's eyes again?
The legendary flame-eyed monster back there behind me has purple eyes with glowing blue pupils. Olfie will help you retrieve them if you bring him a sweet-tasting snack.
What are all those weird instruments around the bridges for?
Usually those horns are used to summon its associated bridge troll to fill the gap. But we have removed all mouthpieces until we get word from the head of the guild. Olfie was instructed to keep all his horns hidden from humans. I keep mine under my butt.
Can you share with me why all the bridges seem to be missing in Daventry?
Well, little bandy, until further notice, the Bridge Troll Guild is officially on strike. For too long have we, the bridges, have been stomped on by sharp-pointed shoes of the puny guards. And do they care that my back breaks out in an itchy rash from all that marching? Of course not. As Pillare says, for shame, Daventry. We're not going back to work until the kingdom can take better care of their roads. I should be at the meeting, but Olfie always shows up fashionably late, right when the croissants are served.
Happy trails.
Scamper back quick, little bandicoot. Olfie is starving.
No one should notice one bell missing.
The announcement board was covered until round 2 of the tournament. King Edward gave us everything we have. His legacy was tarnished in his later years, but he was a once great man. And he left me with a Daventry to grow into the kingdom it is today. How precious. The badger wanted to make friends with the squirrels.
Get out of here! Scram! Shoot! Beat it! Ugh, these dumb lanterns are always breaking. You hear that, Chester? You're a hack! Not everyone around here takes pride in their work like I do. Unfortunately, those blue flames are the only things that spook the pack. So I'm forced to return to their shop of wizardry and toiletries. Wedzel wolves are super aggressive this time of year. Usually, they travel north to the hills of Serenia for mating season. But like us, they are stranded here until the bridges are fixed. Hey, kid, can you do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you help me keep that back door closed? I run the local Wedzel Wolf Watch program here in town. There's patches getting made. If you keep that door closed, you can be an official member. Think it over. Patches!
I walked into town with my last coin. Whatever path I chose to pursue for my eye would need to be cheap.
Hey, Graham, if you like sharp things, you've come to the right place. We have over 23. Oh, forgive me. Last night was a little rough. I woke up on the floor, my bed nowhere to be found. Can you believe that? What type of yahoo steals a bed while you're sleeping in it? And the most curious part, nothing else is missing. Anyway, take a look around. Let me know if something piques your interest.
How much for that twisty dagger over there?
It's not for sale. Needs a bit more work. Back away from the crumbler. Unless you have 50 gold coins for a work order. You can post a work order on anything you want lifted, chopped, or crumbled. Then I'll bring out Mrs. Crumbler to fulfill the order.
Oh!
Don't touch that, Graham, or you might be the one losing an eye. Hello.
So, I've been meaning to ask. What is that amazing blade for? Is it for battling vicious werebears? How many ice orcs has it slain? Does it deal justice? Is it road legal? Is it made of fear?
Oh, that? No, that's for gardening. I use it to trim my hedges. Seeing as my place is all tended to, and my petunias are most lovely, I'm willing to part with it for the price of 1 shiny gold coin. I'm sure you've got a prickly situation that needs attending.
How much for that gardening tool?
1 shiny gold coin.
Do you have any idea where I can hunt down an eye of a hideous beast?
What a glorious day for a tournament. My favorite time of year. Fire-eyed new recruits, the clanks and clinks of armor clashing, and the action the very finest. One hopeful always rises to the occasion. I love it all. Some people in town, they complain about the barbaric events, but it's a tradition I'm proud to be a part of. If I was competing, I'd go after the biggest, scariest beast I could find, even if it meant certain death. As they say, fortune favors the bold, and I see braveness in those eyes. It's not fully developed yet, but it's there. That little flicker of fire dancing in your stare, I'm gonna watch you closely. It may be time for a new apprentice.
What was your advice again?
We need a traditionally brave knight in Daventry. One that can cut through all the new policies and rules, and instead get out there and protect our borders from enemies. We need a knight that can fight off our dragons.
Bye.
Fortune favors the bold, and Amaya favors the fortune.
Hello there, and good afternoon. If I do say so myself, sometimes you roll the dice, and they all come up wenty. Even though the bridges are out, and my supplier has gone missing, I sold yesterday's bread when I wasn't even here. I wish more people were that trustworthy around Daventry. Now, you fine strapping lad, how may I help you?
Was he trying to set the record for the world's biggest pie?
Oh, custard! Oh, just like my mom used to make.
Oh, I'm saving that pie for a special occasion. Sorry.
The sign read, "Ask us about our free samples."
Figure out what you want?
That's not a delicious chocolate hideous beast's eye cake I smell cooking, is it?
Looking for an eye, are you? Well, it must be that time of year again. Frankly, I can't tolerate it. The Fays weren't raised that way. It's archaic. So much fighting and needless killing. Compassion comes from the heart, you know? As does food. If you want to get to the heart of any problem, all you need is pie. We can't solve all of Daventry's problems with weapons and force. That's not the knight I want to serve. A meal, too.
What was your advice again?
Think with your heart and not with your brain or your biceps. That's the knight I want to see in King Edward's royal court.
What's today's special?
Oh, well, today I am baking up quite the treat. Grandma's star shroom pie. A delicacy big enough to feed an army. Or someone with the appetite of an army. I've eaten it in one sitting before. Well, don't judge. No one would trust a skinny baker, now would they? Unfortunately, my ingredients haven't been delivered, and I can't complete the recipe. Until those bridges get fixed, people will just have to settle for the love in my goat hoof pie instead. Tell you what, if you can find me some starberries and sugar shrooms, you can have this monster pie for the discounted price of 1 gold coin.
So, where can I find the ingredients for that giant pie?
I'll also need 1 gold coin. But which ingredient?
The starberries.
They are yellow and tend to grow high on trees in sunny areas.
The sugar shrooms.
They are pink and only grow in cold, dark areas.
Never mind. Got any free samples?
Oh, today only. I'm letting people sample our new walnut strudel. However, I ran out of bitterroot. It's really nasty on its own, but it really brings out the nutty flavor of the strudel. It usually grows under big, heavy rocks. If you can find me some, you can have all the free samples you want.
Good day.
Have a sweet day.
You aren't the delivery boy, are you? That merchant is usually so prompt with our rare, miraculous, and oftentimes delicious ingredients.
Ah, horse feathers, Chester. This boy's no courier. He desires a position in King Edward's court. He seems to be a bold soul, primed to take Daventry head on. However, he is one who needs to think a little more before he acts if he's going to defeat the contenders in this year's night tournament.
Zounds! Did you just read my fortune?
No, we're just very old and very judgmental people.
It's true we're judges. This is my judging face.
Ariel and I don't read fortunes anymore.
Yep. There was no future in it.
Well, we've shifted our core business to potions, curiosities, and the occasional practical joke. We gladly share our wisdom for free, but everything else starts at 1 shiny gold coin.
Take a look around, boy. Let us know if you like anything you see.
Something mysterious and magical was brewing in that pot. It looked like some type of broken lantern.
Ooh, what are these little guys?
Those are bird bombs. Our own invention.
Kinda like a smoke bomb, but they release gas that will cause your victim to cluck like a chicken. Temporarily, of course.
Those ones are expired, though, so they're just for display.
Speak up, boy.
Do you have any eyes of hideous beasts in stock?
An eye, you say? Yes, yes. Your name, please?
It's Graham. Last name?
Graham, with a G, I assume. I don't see your name on this list. Well, you did pre-order, right?
Pre-order?
Oh, yes, this time of year our eyes fly off the shelves.
If you haven't pre-ordered, you're out of luck. Our eyes are completely on back order. If you'd like, we can put you on the waiting list for our next shipment.
When will that arrive?
We get shipments every 8 months.
I'm afraid that won't work.
Well, hang on a sec. It's Graham, right? May we bend your ear for a bit?
Bend away.
You need an eye for the tournament, I'm guessing.
Yes, I have always dreamed of becoming a knight.
Why? With Daventry's addendums this and proclamations that, it seems a frightful business. Do you have any idea how many royal guards we lose to that voracious moat monster?
Well, my father was a knight, and my grandfather was a knight, and my great-grandfather, well, he was a dentist, but his father was a knight. Basically, I come from a long line of protecting crowns. I started looking for knight jobs while I was still in the academy, but once I graduated, all the opportunities had dried up. I might not fit in here, but Daventry's my last shot.
Oh, you'll fit in just fine. It might be too late to capture the rule-defined eye of a hideous beast. But rule tables will bend for those who can outsmart the rule makers.
What was your advice again?
Forget hunting down a beast. Prove your smarts by finding an alternate path.
So, I've just gotta know, what is brewing in that cauldron? Is it a transfiguration elixir? Is it an invincibility potion? If I drink it, will I understand the language of creatures? Will I sprout the wings of an eagle? Or a fly?
Oh, this teeth-whitening potion.
Oh, it's gonna change everything.
Watch this. Behold the power of whitening!
Oh well. Oh, well, we're still working out the kinks. While we're still in the prototype phase, feel free to dip whatever you want in there free of charge.
Ooh, how much for that candle?
Our everlasting blue flame lantern? The housing's broken. Someone brought it in for repair but never paid.
Tell you what, if you bring us something we can hollow out to house the candle, you can have it for the price of one shiny gold coin.
How's that teeth whitening potion coming?
While we're still working on it, you can dip whatever you want in it for free. No guarantees it'll come out right, though.
Fare thee well.
May your brain be filled with knowledge.
West, Tournament Theater. North, Town Square. South, under development, coming next spring. Strange.
That pumpkin was housing too many squirrels for my taste.
Pick, pick, pickety pick. I have to get these all picked before I can go home. Leave me be so I can finish my work. Oh, the Queen loved music. King Edward strung all those bells to remind us all. Strict decrees forbid us from accepting bribes. Oddly, Addendum 2 lets us accept peanut butter sandwiches in times of distress.
I better stand on this side of the rock.
It wouldn't budge. Ha, what a peculiar trap.
All right, sugar shrooms.
Don't worry. The Wedsels will be here soon, Princess Madeline.
wasn't always the master archer you see before you now.
How'd you learn?
We'll get to that part.
You just pranced into a dark cave filled with vicious wolves?
You know, I'm not sure. Maybe I should pause for reflection.
Ugh.
Fantastical floating island. Only steps away. It's so floaty. You'll be amazed. Almost there. World's greatest and only floating island. Don't turn right. No floating islands that way. Kids, don't stop screaming until Dad pulls over the wagon. This was on my bucket list.
Starberries framed a serene view. Shame about that buzzing beehive, though. My love, you're my everything. I might not have enough money for a ring yet, but I just can't wait any longer. Will you be mine forever? I better put this back. I ruined the bees' day and that lovely meal. I tucked the berries away for later, even though I was craving a cliffside snack.
Here, kitty, kitty. Not a kitty, not a kitty!
And that's why you shouldn't wolf down your food.
Grandpa!
Sorry, my mistake.
those are sweet, but only when cooked. Those are sweet, but only when cooked. That's no bandicoot, that's a badger. Badgers are not sweet. Therefore, Olfie will not eat.
Go ahead and dunk it.
Astounding!
Go ahead and dunk it.
Ta-da!
Go ahead, dip it.
Astounding!
Go ahead and dunk it.
Astounding!
Ew, that's disgusting.
Ah! Get that nasty thing out of my shop! He is the most disgusting creature in our kingdom. These starberries look a bit off, but they smell good. Oh well, bakers can't be choosers. Thanks. Now, if you can find me the sugar shrooms, she's all yours for the discounted rate of 1 shiny gold coin. I've never seen purple sugar shrooms before. Hopefully these will still work. Now, if you pass me 1 shiny gold coin, Grandma's giant star shroom pie is all yours.
So you spent your only coin to buy that giant pie.
I did. I knew that delicious smelling pie would somehow get me to the next round of the tournament.
Oh, thanks for the patronage. Share this pie with a friend or 2, or 3. And good luck in the tournament.
Thanks for the momentary lapse in conversation. Olfie was unquestionably hangry. Now that I am refurbished, let us extract that snarling Snarlack's eye. Earthquake! It's all yours now.
Whisper can do it.
Fret not, little bandicoot. It is the two-eyed snarling Snarlax after all. London bridges!
Whisper!
Olfie has a new plan. First we'll... Then you'll... Then I'll... But first, you'll need this. Whenever you need me, just give it a blow.
For those brave souls that are still with us, welcome back. Now, you may have heard some squawking from a few naysayers in our kingdom concerned with the ethics of the tournament. But proclamations and addendums aside, this is the way we have always done it in Daventry, and this is the way we will continue to do it. Now, Knight Hopefuls, if you would be so kind as to present your eyes.
Hold still.
Going to have to wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
He might be a monster, but he isn't hideous. Look at his cheekbones. They're magnanimous.
Is this hideous enough for you?
Yes. This is... I don't think any addendums cover this. Congratulations, Graham! Welcome to the tournament! That troll is pretty ugly.
Yeah, ugly in a sort of pretty way.
That's not exactly what I meant.
You know, like your cousin Hilda.
Take that and that! Oh. Mr. Springbottom. What? You're surprised I'm competing in this stuffed animal tournament? You know what? I will make some stories of my own. I'll pick up where my last book left off. It was called 31 Ways to Slay a Monster. You're just too adorable to fight, Mr. Springbottom. Let's dance instead. Twirling and best friends and twirling.
Gwendolyn!
I'm sorry, Grandma.
Oh, I'll take care of it, dear. I came to tell you your grandfather is ready for you. Run along, go have some adventures. Just try to have your next adventure away from my glass vases, please.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the tournament, the duels. Haha! You will compete against each other in a duel of strength and a duel of speed, with the winners facing off in a championship duel of wits.
The pairings of knights were selected at random, so no complaining. I'm looking at you, Whisper.
Any ties will be settled in sudden death. The winner, of course, will gain the knight position.
The Duel of Strength will take place at our fantastical and wondrous floating island.
And bring your steed to the tournament theatre for the Duel of Speed.
Please unveil the tournament board.
I will remain here for any questions.
And good luck to you. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Has anyone seen that Archer knight around?
He probably headed home. He mentioned how hard it was for him to be away from his family.
Whisper saw him headed towards the dark, scary well.
Well, Proclamation 463737317673738776333.1.5 states that any knight who voluntarily leaves a competition needs to sign the release form on the back of his portrait. We've had problems in the past.
Do I have any volunteers to track down his signature?
Wonderful. Thank you, Pockets. Here's his portrait. If you could get him to sign it, that would be great. And talk to me if you have any further questions.
Let the duels commence!
Yes?
Do you know where Achaka went?
Yes, we need his signature stating that he has voluntarily left the tournament. He was last seen heading towards that old well outside of town. I'd send the guards, but there is a lot of distress past those brambles.
Where exactly is the Duel of Strength?
The Duel of Strength will take place on Daventry's own fantastical, wondrous floating island. Head north, then east. You can't miss it.
What do I need for the Duel of Speed?
Bring your trusted steed to the tournament theatre when you're ready for the Duel of Speed. You do have a trusted steed, don't you?
Bye!
Toodaloo.
Which did you tackle first? Duel of Speed or the Duel of Strength?
Nasty. Take that away. Have you gotten his release form signed yet? I have to admit, I am starting to become a fan.
Hurry up, little bandicoot. Olfie has to get back to the guild meeting.
Those woods were far too dark to risk taking another step forward.
I wish Olfie would stay put. This meeting is already way over schedule.
I'm starting to question his commitment to our guild.
Hey, my coin!
As long as he knows the password, we have to let him in.
He probably knows we don't have the croissant.
I'm sure he'll be back any second.
I needed to get closer to hear what was going on.
Nice of you to finally join us, Olfie. Merci.
Olfie apologizes for tardiness. Hey, where are the croissants?
I forgot the croissant, okay? Oh, mon Dieu. Qu'est-ce qu'ils vont faire, hein? Are we here to discuss our demands? Or are we here to eat crescent-shaped pesky?
Step lively. Olfie needs to get back to the guild meeting. It's almost croissant time.
I heard some guards gossiping, and I have to say, I'm impressed that you did not back down from that massive troll. A picnic, however, is disgraceful. They need to get back to work, not have tea parties. Shame. You showed such potential.
That didn't need to be badgered.
Ha! Yeah, I can't be a fan of anyone that connected to their emotions.
I know.
Nice idea, Gwendolyn, but not quite what I did in this tale.
Now, Graham, promise me you will only use this for its intended purpose.
I shall be brave in all my hedge trimmings.
Those plants will never see it coming.
Oh, Graham, a little squirrel told me the news. I couldn't be more delighted. It's not often someone takes my advice around here. I'm happy you're a customer, but I'd like to call you a friend as well. Oh, great job! Oh, hope you're hungry.
So, do you have any news you wish to share?
Oh, can you tell? Am I blushing? I'm engaged, Graham. My love, Bramble, said yes.
That's great. Congratulations.
Oh, the evening was perfect. The view was gorgeous. And the insects were kept at bay.
You keep doing you, Wenty. Good day.
Don't get in any rhubarbs.
Achaka was last seen headed down here. Shame he didn't find his eye in time for the tournament.
But Grandpa, the dragon lives down there.
I didn't know that yet, Gwendolyn, and pretend you don't either. This story takes place before the one I told you last night. Sometimes a story is best told out of order.
Oh, got it. No lost wishes?
There weren't many wishes to lose at this point in Daventry. I didn't think he knew the competition was over. Perhaps if he brought back an eye, they would let him back in. Probably an addendum for that. I guess you could say I was stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Stop stalling, Grandpa. I know the dragon is down there.
Hey, I need you to sign this. You missed the deadline.
There wasn't much to see that way, so I turned around and went back. Like I said, I took a small detour, enjoyed some pretty rocks, and then headed back to follow Achaka.
I know the dragon is this way, Grandpa.
I had no knowledge of any dragons, so I headed back the way I came.
I think you kept going.
Fine, I kept going, fully knowing there was nothing to see down that way and not getting my hopes up that there would be. As I said, nothing. Just a dead end and disappointment.
Really? Are you sure nothing happened there?
Well, there was something I always wanted to do.
That's it?
Yup. All right, I may have also maybe used the privacy to practice my archery.
I don't think that was it.
You don't?
Well, I think you used the opportunity to do a silly dance.
Is my story boring you that much?
All right, Twinkle Toes. Let's see those moves.
Fine. And after I danced at that dead end, I climbed down the rope and continued my adventure.
The dragon!
Stalama. Afamata. 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 Water. Afamata? Afamata? Stalam Afamata. 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 Water.
Wait, 2 eyes?
Yes, and another surprise. We didn't share your excitement. He was still after that eye, despite my trying to stop him.
Puka.
Stalama! Stalama!
Puka.
Afanada!
Puka.
Afanada! Hey, good looking out.
Achaka.
Achaka, I don't mean to badger, but, you're right. Not the time or place. Do you want a friendship bell? Yeah, probably should hang on to it. Feast your eyes on this. I know, probably not exciting for a seasoned adventurer like yourself. Get a load of this guy.
Ooh.
My thoughts exactly. Hey, can I get you to sign this?
Stalama.
You're right. Let's get out of the cave first.
That dragon was certainly not on a short leash.
Puta!
Afanat.
Puta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Puta!
Afanat.
Puta!
Stalama.
Ooh. Puta!
Afanat.
Puta!
Afanat. Perhaps there's an addendum that will let you back into the tournament if you bring back an eye?
Shreki, Afamata.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Shreki.
Buta?
Afanada!
No!
I'm done. I am done. This is not for me.
Going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going home, where I belong. I was promised wonder and adventure and fantastical floating islands. And what I got was a Daventry that will never live up to what it once was.
Daventry needs you, Graham. I know it's not what you expected, but give it time. We can work through the kinks together. It can be great once again with the right people in charge.
I'm not that person. And you should stop believing in me. It could get you killed.
Fine. Leave. Be a dentist for all I care. I guess Achaka was wrong.
What?
Nothing. It was nice meeting you, Graham.
Spill it.
Well, Achaka and I were chatting during your chivalry test, and he had some thoughts about you. Didn't you find it odd that Achaka entered this tournament, Graham? Did he ever tell you why?
He might have, but I only learned 2 words of his language.
A horrendous famine struck Achaka's village, Ichtue. He left his suffering family to enter this tournament. He hoped to seek an audience with the king to plead for help. It was a long shot, even for him.
Oh, great. So because of me, a whole village will starve. That makes me feel better.
No. Because of you, a village will be saved. Achaka was impressed by you. He told me he was watching you on your travels to Daventry, and that you seemed like the type of person that could inspire change. More so than those bucketheads, anyways. If you're not going to compete for yourself or me, do it for the Ichtuans. They need you. You're their last hope.
Oh, aren't you the brave one?
I'd always been a straight shooter, but Achaka opened my eyes.
All right, that one wasn't that bad.
Well, thank you.
How did you take out all those goblins?
With swiftness or patience, you'll have to wait and see.
Release me, you fiends! Oh, it's you again! Save me! Save me! Stop this! Oh, nice shot! Time for you rocks to roll! Boy! That is your name, right? Boy, thank the shining stars! Where did you learn to shoot like that? Now, I'm not a native goblin tongue, but I'm pretty sure I made out the words unicorns and majestic museum. Mr. Fancy Cakes is too barbarous for a caged life. Listen, I want to sincerely apologize for my pilfering sausages, and thank you for saving me.
Give me my money back, you dirty merchant!
No problem at all. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 1. There you go. I'd give you more, but those hoarding goblins looted my cart. And since we are all square, I have a favor to ask of you. Can you deliver this rare and miraculous ingredient to that amateur magic shop in town? It's a snoozing leaf. Be careful transporting it, though. Once Mr. Fancy Cakes ate one of these snoozing leaves and was knocked out cold for days. Well, gotta run. Good thing these shorts breathe so well. Thanks again, boy. I won't forget this. Sayonara.
Did the merchant remember that?
Ha! The merchant immediately forgot that.
Will the squirrels remember that?
The squirrels will most certainly remember that.
Oh, look! It's Graham, the soft of heart.
The wannabe knight with a heart of gold.
Congratulations on making it to the next round of the tournament.
Our crystal ball told us about the eye you presented.
It was an alternative way to go, not as clever as what we would have cooked up, but you made a new friend. Guess that counts for something.
We're just happy you're not continuing on that horrible, bold path.
Just be careful. Around here, compassionate people get taken advantage of.
No matter your choice in life, we will gladly take your money.
Business is business. Now, Chester, can you hand me the frog's breath elixir?
Frog's breath elixir? Yes. Where is that? We seem to be out of...
You drank it all again, didn't you?
Muriel, my blood sugar was low.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so tasty.
Since you can't keep your mitts off our supplies, we are halting production. This potion will have to wait until that merchant brings us our delivery.
If you find a frog, bring it directly to me and I will gladly trade you a sample of this potion. And then I'll have to drink the delicious froggy leftovers.
Until then, no more free dips.
Now, give us one shiny gold coin and the beautiful blue flame lantern will be all yours.
Thanks, dearie. And here's your lovely pumpkin lantern with a glowing blue flame candle. Our order is finally here. Well, part of it anyway. Chester, remind me to leave a poor review for that merchant on the town board.
Ah, this should do the trick.
It's close, but it still needs that frog's breath.
Well, I'm glad I could help further it along.
Yes, and as a token of our appreciation, we would like to give you this vial of hypnotic powder. Oh, it's expired.
It can work. It was just never finished.
Let me guess, it's missing lollipop root or baby's tears. I can bring you a tuft of Mr. Fancy Cake's fur.
Nope, it just needs raisins. Here.
Thanks, I guess.
Wish that teeth whitening potion would have worked. I'd never brush my teeth again.
I'm not sure that's how it works, sweetheart. find a fast way down there, I would be able to hear the password.
Where do you keep going, Olfie?
Olfie has very important business to attend to. Have the croissants arrived yet?
I already told you. I forgot the croissant, okay? Can we please move on from the croissant?
Guys, I feel like we're talking in circles here.
You'd think with his giant head, there'd be a brain bigger than a macaroon. Olfie, you're so easily tricked into sitting down. You should stand up for our rights. Well, easy.
But Alfie likes sitting down. Helps relieve pressure off my back.
Look, Pillare, I'm on your side, but I need you to work with me. We need to build our bridges and get over this. What's a compromise we can all live with?
Oh, there is no compromise. Those tiny ingrates go around stomping on the shoulders of giants with no thought as to who is underneath them. Very well. Now what's the secret knock? And... Saboteur. You are not part of the guild. Shoo! Allez-vous-en.
Next item is a Grand Counselor replacement. I have been happy.
What? Is something there?
Next item up for discussion, should we lift our embargo on the consumption of goats?
Oh, I long for the days of feasting on roasted goat leg with a nice aged raclette.
What's this doing here?
Pillare, everyone knows there are no more goats in Daventry. Only majestic unicorns.
Olfie, there is no such thing.
That's what he had. I've seen him.
Shortcut.
He
Brilliant.
pulled a fast one on you, you fathead.
Well, everyone else calls them majestic unicorns.
Ah, Olfie, if everyone jumped off my back.
Step lively. Alfie needs to get back to the guild meeting. It's almost croissant time.
As long as he knows the password, we have to let him in. I'm sure he'll be back any second. Now, Pillare, I don't know if I'd say it like that.
He probably knows we don't have the croissant. He is... What is the knock? And the password.
Trust me.
Très bien.
Olfie, I am going to have to ask you to please remain in the meeting until we are done.
As long as I know the secret password, you still have to let me in.
How is that the only part of the charter you have memorized? Proceed with the secret knock. And then? Très bien. Yes, and... There is no entrance without the secret password.
Trust me?
That is correct. Hold on. Hey, you don't look like a troll. You look like a scab. And I love the taste of scabs. Delicious.
He's no scab. He's a bridge bandicoot. And Alfie's friend. Let him in, Pillare. He is a representative from our sister guild in Ludor.
I heard the Ludor Bridge Guild members are horrendously violent thugs. Wanton destruction follows any negotiation they have ever held. Welcome, friend. Come inside.
Mr. Bridge Bandicoot, representative of Ludor, on behalf of myself, the Grand Counselor of the Daventry Bridge Troll Guild, I would like to welcome you to our chapter meeting. It will be great to have an outsider's opinion on our strike.
As long as he sides with me, it will be wonderful.
Since I am sick of supporting the people of Daventry, I have collected all of the troll horn mouthpieces. They cannot be used anymore.
Golly gosh, Pillare, that seems a bit extreme.
Not extreme enough. We need to destroy these horns once and for all. We need to make a statement. We are not at their beck and call. Daventry has burned their bridges with us, and I will set fire to all these horns.
Where are your horns, Pillare?
Mine are already up on the hill where I will take all of these. Everyone will be able to see them burn. You, newcomer, throw in whatever is used to summon you. You are a part of this. How cute. A little bridge spell for a little bandicoot.
Okay, well, according to the agenda, the next line item we need to discuss is our negotiation tactics. What is our strategy for getting those guards to stop stomping around on our backs?
Oh! They should cross barefoot without their sharp heels.
I think we should feast on their legs and force them to crawl over our backs.
Okay, now, both interesting perspectives, I hear you, but we gotta find a way for us all to be successful. What do you think, Bandicoot?
I think I'm with Olfie on this one.
Thanks. Good thinking, friend.
Point taken. Moving on. Switching topics. Olfie, it's your turn to bring the snacks next week. Do we want sweet or salty?
Olfie loves the taste of sweet.
Olfie, you are an unrefined swine. Savory is the only snack accepted by my palate.
You both bring up good points, but we have to come together on this. What do you think, Bandicoot?
Oh, there is nothing tastier than a fresh baguette with a few gobs of camembert.
Vive la révolution, Bandicoot.
Okay, continuing forward. We need to decide on our team jackets. The tailor cannot wait any longer for our final decision.
Olfie is a fan of the majestic unicorn and butterfly logo with the slogan, "Building bridges to the future."
No. Our jacket needs to be exciting. We should go with something epic, something that will burn into their minds. We should go with trolls eating humans, with the slogan, "Feed the trolls."
Okay, those are both great points, but we really need to find a side to align on and work together. What do you think, Bandicoot?
I'm gonna go with Olfie on this. I love butterflies and unicorns.
A bridge to friendship is the best way to solve this.
Next item, negotiation tactics. Getting guards to step softly across our backs.
Make them walk barefoot.
Eat their legs and force them to crawl across.
Guys, I feel like we're talking in circles here.
That's it. Waddles is right. We're repeating ourselves. I'm taking my horn and leaving until you sort this out.
Okay then, really? Well then, this meeting should be adjourned anyway.
I had tricked them. That bell was of little use to me, but Waddles' horn was sure to blow open new paths. A new kind of horn, but the same result. The horn reeked of toothpaste and cabbage. Luckily, those were flavors I liked. So toothpastey, so cabbagey. Yep, I blew on that horn 5 times. Well, 6 times. After a while, I lost count of how many times I blew on that horn. Then I remembered I blew the horn at least 8 times. I should get a trophy or an achievement for how many times I blew on that horn.
Waddles!
Unlike my temper, this fire is not easy to ignite.
And that pile was the last horn I needed to complete the set.
Step right up, if you want to get burned. I can't take this stress. I need a snack.
She seemed to enjoy snack breaks more than trying to light a fire.
Get away from my raisin croissant. Ils sont à moi. Oh, there must be some more kindling around here.
Powderize!
I don't feel so good.
Shimmy!
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
Spin!
Spin. Spinny. Spin.
Shake!
Shaky, shaky, shaky.
Take a nap.
I need a nap.
This is just a crazy dream. You don't like the taste of lanky teenager.
I now had the complete set.
I wouldn't want to hypnotize myself. hey, Pillare. You seem refreshed.
I was just enjoying the most lovely glass of cheese. But no, this is much more important.
Zounds! The castle had a moat monster? Did you train him? Did he do tricks? What was his favorite treat? Was he a fresh or seawater monster?
No, Gwendolyn. This part of the story is merely foreshadowing.
That means I have to wait, doesn't it?
I'm afraid so.
Tap, tap, tap. I hope you clean your shoes. I'm sure you're tracking Wedzel droppings all across my back.
I'm gonna get some good rest tonight. Oh, wait. No, I'm not.
Get over here. We're waiting. We used all the rafts, so figure it out.
Olfie is here to help.
I was just enjoying the most lovely glass of cheese. But no, this is much more important.
Tell that smelly guard when you're ready.
Hello there.
Are you ready to begin?
What exactly are the rules?
The rules are simple, for a change. If you can stay dry, you win.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, let the Duel of Strength commence.
I'm glad we can settle this like gentlemen. Wake me when it's over. Alley-oop! One step closer to Squirrel Nation.
He's cheating with that nasty trowel!
Good thinking, Graham.
Look at it, Madeline. Everything the light touches will be yours. The view of victory. I know it's off-brand, but Acorn can do it. What's that? Wait, no! Easy, easy. No one needs to see where this line goes. Careful, careful. Don't get it tangled. Oh, brother, you shouldn't have done that. Look, I'm no wolf for you to trap. This rope only traps Wetzels, not acorns. We should stop this nonsense and get back to throwing each other into the water. Oh, darn. My trap ropes have gotten all tangled. My trap and ropes. Gotcha, skinny pants. Look out below. Ooh, thank God that's over, Madeline. Our secret is safe. It's not a complete lie. You know, I did trap a Wedzel wolf in it.
Cheetah! You foiled him again, Graham.
Not again. He really won't like where this rope leads. He's getting closer, Princess Madeline. Do something. If you do that again, you might wake the... Ouch. Ouch. The bull is awakening. Careful, little bean. Some threads aren't meant to be unraveled. You're never gonna get strong if you keep skipping belly day. Ooh, I'm gonna need a warm bath later. Could you give me a neck massage? No? Well, worth a shot.
He's a cheater, but not according to Addendum 4934.
Way to go, Graham!
Hey, there's a reason why I keep my secret roped up. Oh, this is gonna get dark. Okay, fine. My secret will steal your soul. It's Pandora's box. Turn back now. If you thought keeping a squirrel friend in my belly was weird, you won't be able to handle what's... No! The Drozdek demon!
Psst. Now is the time for the laughing and the ridicule.
Oh, brother. No, stop! You're making it worse! Eek!
It's still funny! take it back!
Worthy!
It's stuck to my hand!
Hold still!
Sorry, I'm not sorry!
I don't want this!
It's crumbling time!
It's magnificent. It's extraordinary. Oh.
Oh!
I knew you had it in you.
With the help of some trolls and Manny, I had bested that giant and revealed his weakness. I was one step closer to the knighthood, but I didn't feel that great about it.
Hello! Down here! We could all use a lift, you know. Yes, yes! Right this way!
No, Olfie, stop! Oh, I've had it with their orders. The time is now. Let's show these ingrate what happens when you cross the wrong bridge. How does it feel to be stepped on?
Run!
Come back
Run!
here, you pointy
Run!
boots!
No!
Oh, Pillare, stop! This is going to cause a boatload of unnecessary paperwork!
Wait for Olfie, guys!
That didn't seem like a good idea. Bizarre holes were burrowed into the forest floor.
Where do these holes lead? Hey, how'd my coin get down there? Triumph? How'd you get up there?
What?
Hey, big guy. Wanna chat?
Oh, buzz off. You've done enough damage.
You sure you don't want to chat?
Yes, leave me be. I'm pissed and embarrassed. Embarrassedly pissed. You stole my sock. Get out of my face.
You know, I could use your strength over there.
We are not friends. Enjoy your hand-knitted sock. Go away.
So, I have to ask.
You have the gall to be asking me for anything? You're gonna be asking for your life soon.
See you around.
Is that a fat joke? You disgust me. Oh, my sock. I thought it was ruined.
Look, I wanted to sincerely apologize for what happened back there. Things got a little out of hand and weird.
I shouldn't have exploded. People always see me as the big guy. But my dream is to open a craft store. I'm just here to please my parents.
Well, your crafts are lovely. Really stunning, actually.
No one's ever complimented me on my work before. Well, except the squirrels. Thanks, Graham. That means a lot.
Oh, my pleasure. Let me know if you ever want to sell them. I might be able to rustle up one shiny gold coin.
Well, this is silly. They're just socks. Here, take them. They might run a little big on you, but you could always wear them over your shoes, like slippers.
Wow, thanks.
My pleasure. Oh, you keep those. Put them to good use. If I save enough of those, maybe I can open a craft store right next to the Hugger and the Crumbler.
That didn't need to be bitter.
Bravery? You know what's brave? Bedazzling your own cape in 6th grade. I still can't stomach him. Never got to know him, really. Hey, little buddy.
You know, Acorn, I could use your strength getting Triumph down. After all, your ropes did trap him.
Sorry, the traps were only meant for Wedzels. You're free, little friend to the little buddy. Hey!
So, I have to ask, why all the chatter about rebranding?
I've been told my whole life, hey, you're big, you should try out for the Knights. Well, I was always more interested in crafts, and I was hoping the rebranding would get me closer to my dreams.
What other crafts do you like?
Oh, all types. I'm pretty good with basket weaving, I make a wicked boondoggle, I even crocheted my little blue cape. And I've been told it brings out the color in my eyes.
What's the real deal with the squirrel friends?
You mean Princess Madeline of Avalon. She likes to be addressed by her full name when in the presence of strangers. I find rodents to be wonderfully misunderstood creatures, and their tiny hands are good for stitching.
How did you get so strong?
Mostly the pottery wheel and belly days 3 times a week.
See you around.
Nah, good one. Never gets old.
Triumph! Hey, buddy! Was the steak good at least? So, I know you just fell out of a tree and all, but there's this Duel of Speed, and I kinda sorta... couldn't have said it better myself. We're off! I can't say this is the most peculiar thing I've seen today.
Don't mind us.
Yeah, just getting a bit of exercise, really.
It's leg day.
My name is Larry. This is Kyle.
Graham. We know. We've been watching you.
We think you show potential.
You got our support.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome. We've got your back.
If you ever need us, just holler. Like this. Hey!
Good luck in the duels.
The Duel of Speed. The only thing racing was my mind. How was I going to get out of this one?
Eat my cape! It's mine. Take that, Gideon! Whisper runs from danger. My armor is too beautiful for smudges.
Branches!
Watch your head, Jermaine! Jerry, I can't see! Watch the main! Watch the main!
Go left!
Left!
Move right!
Got it!
Go right!
Gotcha!
Left!
Gotcha!
Go left!
Got it!
Kyle! Larry! Distress! Got you covered, Graham! Hop, 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 and hop! And hop! And hop! We need to show him up! Hey, Whisper!
What type of stunt are you trying to pull?
I bet you couldn't win this race backwards.
What? Hey, Whisper can do it!
Whisper! Bet you can't win this race and share your legends with those guards.
Whisper can do it! At last, the ivory monster unveiled itself. What? Hey, Whisper can do it!
Addendum 2, Section 5 states another lap.
Hop, 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 and hop, and hop, and hop. Whisper! Bet you can't win this race standing on your hands.
Whisper can do it! Whisper regrets his past decision.
Nice one, Graham!
Told you not to skip leg day.
Whisper! Bet you can't win this race backwards.
Whisper can do it.
We can so do this, Graham!
Look back at your own reflection.
Whisper! Bet you can't win this race and share your legends with those guards.
Whisper can do it. At last, the ivory monster unveiled itself. What? Hey, Whisper can do it.
Come back, Whisper. I was so interested in your story.
I
Way
know,
to go,
right?
Graham.
Oh,
Nice
what are
one,
you talking
Graham.
to Graham? We knew
Way
you
to
could
go,
do it.
Graham!
It seemed my alliance with man, it worked. He easily bested Acorn in the Duel of Speed and defeated Whisper in the Duel of Strength. I headed to the theater to square off against my friend in the championship Duel of Wits. I was too slow to catch those frogs. I tried again, but it was no use. Did I ever tell you about the time I tried to catch a frog? It was riveting.
Grandpa.
After trying for hours to catch those frogs, I was exhausted and thought I was going to croak.
Not funny.
I had to be careful with my cape while sliding around for those frogs. I didn't want to rip it.
I don't know what's worse, dad jokes or grandpa jokes.
All right, enough words. I'm starting to get a frog in my throat.
Are you crying?
What? No. Whisper can't do it. I'm sorry, Graham, but underneath this mane of excellence is a man that runs very fast, mind you, but a man who runs far away from fear.
Oh, will you please stop crying?
Where are my fans? When I win, there are fans. They fall at my feet, scream and cheer. They want to be signed. They want to be held. There are no fans. There are only frogs. Frogs are my people now. They will love me. Love me, frogs.
I just have to ask.
No questions, please. I don't know if you would hear my answers over these tears. You could have lost. Whisper is but a fool. Everyone thinks Whisper is a loser. Even Whisper's mother. She told me so after the race.
I just have to ask.
No questions, please. Leave Whisper. Whisper must cry.
Hey, do you think you can help me catch a frog?
Whisper is too sad to run. No, don't look at me. No, don't look. Okay, now you can look.
Buck up, Whisper. You keep doing you.
But I... Those will not heal, Whisper, or save his soul. Whisper shouldn't hide his tears in food. Money can't buy me happiness. His stories are all probably true. An autograph, you say? You're still Whisper's fan? You want to immortalize me on your nightstand? Well, I'm not one to disappoint the fans. Here you are. To my fan, Graham. Right? Always seek adventure. Signed, Whisper. Thanks, friend. I needed that. Heidi-ho!
I just have to ask. Do you have special boots that make you run even faster?
In fact, I do. They're called feet. Or shiny biscuits. Your choice.
Do you come from a large family?
Whisper is the youngest of 12 brothers. Whisper started talking in the third person to get attention. Now, Whisper can't stop. Whisper!
So, who gave you the nickname Whisper?
It's Whisper! Emphasis on the whisp.
Oh. So, who gave you the nickname Whisper?
Whisper.
Do you need to keep some kind of special diet to stay light on your feet?
You're right. I do.
What is it?
It's a proprietary blend of all that's good in the world. and then that's left under the end of a rainbow to roast. It's quite simple.
Can I have some?
Let's start you off with leg day first.
Are you ever afraid?
Of?
Anything?
In case you couldn't tell from the earlier sob session, Whisper runs fast because Whisper is afraid of everything.
Why do you wear a cape?
I find it breathes well and gives each of my steps a little extra wind speed. You?
I like pockets. Hey, Whisper, do you think you could help me catch a frog?
Whisper can do it! These evil dragon hoppers are no match for Whisper! Anything for a fair end. A symbol of our new friendship. One small hopping dragon. At least that's how I'll tell it.
Hey, Graham. Thought I'd get some air and work on my dagger project.
So, how am I doing in Daventry so far?
You came in ready to tackle the world. But then you went a little soft on me. Never second-guess yourself. Trust that gut. I also wanted to thank you for keeping that back gate closed and the town free of intruders. You keep it up, and I will get you your very own Wedzel wolf patch.
Well, it seems unlikely someone could just take your bed. How'd they do it?
Aren't you the little backhanded complimenter? If I knew, why would I let them take it? I suppose if I didn't snore as loud as Mrs. Crumbler tears through trees, maybe I would have heard him coming.
Bye for now.
Forget what those other guys say. A sword is mightier than a pen.
Graham, a little squirrel told me the news. Oh, I'm deeply sorry you lost a friend. I'm here to help. I would give that animal a big hug, but I might squish it. Oh, what lovely stitching! Use that on someone who needs it. He wouldn't set foot in my shop. Was yammering on about vegan something or other. Oh, I'm very disappointed in your choice. Ah, just what I needed to finish my walnut strudel. Here is your free sample.
Nice idea, Gwendolyn, but not quite what I did.
Those hobblepots should try love instead of trickery. The pranks get old.
I hear you, Wedzel. Stay out. Bring that to Wenty. He needs a friend. Maybe he can hug it. I'm more of a meat and potatoes girl myself, but thanks.
Speak up, boy.
How's that teeth whitening potion coming?
If you find a frog, bring it directly to me and I will gladly trade you a sample of this potion. And then I'll have to drink the delicious froggy leftovers.
Until then, no more free dips.
Fare thee well.
May your shoes point you towards adventure and click whenever danger is near. Gimme.
Chester.
Fine. Sorry, boy. We just ate.
I haven't seen him in a while. Wonder where he went off to. Oh, those are not crafty in the slightest. Did he sign his own portrait? Oh, his wit is lacking.
Yes. Give it here, boy.
Oh, that did the trick. Splendid. Our teeth whitening potion is complete, thanks to you.
Yep, and a promise is a promise. Here is your sample, boy. Got anything that needs a color changing? You know, something that needs to stand out from the rest?
Use it wisely, dear. There's only one dose in there.
Oh, how I love this day.
So, how am I doing in Daventry so far?
Well, I feared for you at first, but you're coming around to show what is truly in your heart. You know what they say, whatever doesn't kill you makes you fat. Ah, but enough of this evaluation. I'm getting married, and I'm in a great mood.
Bye for now.
Have a sweet day.
Why did you want to work for the Kingdom of Daventry anyway?
I guess I saw potential in it. It certainly wasn't the kingdom you know today, but I've never shied away from a creative project. Just the Duel of Wits to go.
Speak.
Where is the championship duel?
The championship Duel of Wits will be held at the theatre. I believe Manny is waiting for you there.
Bye.
Cheerio.
You could say the squirrels in Daventry are a bit nuts.
I hope you find this to your liking, Princess Madeline of Avalon.
The tension between the Bridge Troll Guild and the Royal Guards is at an all-time high, and we need to come to an agreement soon.
You bridges need to stop stonewalling us and give us your demands.
We need you to watch your step when crossing our backs. Give more respect to the giant whose shoulders you're stomping on.
I have no time to listen to additional opinions. We need these bridges to get back to work. Well, we need you to stop complaining and...
Sorry, Graham, but we don't need any more opinions. We need solutions. We are sick of getting walked all over. You're just looking at the problem from your perspective. We all have to work together.
The problem is there are no bridges. Ooh, for me? Oh, they feel as though I am walking on clouds. And the craftsmanship, stunning. Can you order one pair for each of the royal guards?
Well, it does look soft and cuddly, but that's not accounted for in your mandate.
I could create an addendum for that. We could still sharpen our boots and march as we wish, but these socks would protect you.
Oh, geez, that would just be the best. A real compromise that we could all live with.
I think that's exactly what you should do.
Thanks, Graham. The Guild will never forget this. See you at the next meeting.
The new socks soften the guards' souls. It was definitely a step in the right direction.
I'm warming up to these.
I'm just glad the trolls never had to suffer the agony of defeat.
Graham, glad you made it. Take a seat.
We'll be watching from here.
I got the best view in the house. Sit down. Let's begin.
Welcome, friend, to the Championship Duel of Wits. Well, the take-home version. Budget cuts or something. But, look around, take it all in, and know we've already won. Our allegiance guarantees us both a spot on King Edward's court.
How exactly is this going to work?
Before we get to the rules, I offer a toast and an opportunity. You see, while this game might stretch the imagination, for some I find it rather simple and in need of an additional mental challenge. Guards, the raisin juice, please. This is my favorite game, though it's been a long time since I last played it. Are you familiar with hypnotic powder? One sip of this, and you'll have to do everything I say. And, of course, vice versa. In goes the powder. Guard number 2, if you would. I'll take this one. Whoa! Looks like you got the winner. And now we play. So, the goal of the Duel of Wits is to hit your opponent's pawn with an arrow by moving these pieces around the board. Your pawn will fire an arrow after you move. I'll go first. After I move this shield, watch how the arrow bounces off the shields and around the board. Now it's your turn, Graham. Not to sound like a royal guard, but as an additional rule, you can't move a shield your opponent moved on his previous turn. Will you please move the lower left shield to your left? I'm so happy we'll be working in the castle together, Graham. And if I ever become king, you'll make an excellent advisor. I'll move this shield, and they'll all have to accept it's what's on the inside that counts. Addendum. You can move and rotate your pawn to change the direction you shoot. Will you please rotate your pawn clockwise? Your arrow will always fire in the direction you're facing. I do hope you realize all the planning I did to get us here. I'll just rotate this shield. Well, looks like the hypnosis powder is wearing off. Make any move you want. Not that it matters. Huh. Looks like my intelligence has reigned supreme. Guards, I've won. Please review the winning board.
We have to do something. Graham is about to lose.
Seriously? You all know I won.
Apologies, sir, but Decree 3214 specifically states that all duel victories must be witnessed and verbally notarized by a royal guard, such that it can be recorded for posterity in our tournament record.
Unfortunately, the board was compromised before a final notary could be given.
Therefore, this victory is nullified, and another game must be played.
We really are sorry, and assure you will be able to achieve victory once again.
You are the most ridiculous guards I've ever encountered. No matter, merely a delay in my ascent to knighthood. I'm ready to beat you again whenever you're ready.
The goblets were placed behind Manny. How could I outsmart his little game?
Back so soon? Raisin juice! This all seems so familiar. Hypnotic powder. Mix them up. And now, you choose. I'll take this one. Oh, excellent choice! And that was the last of my hypnotic powder. And now, we play. This is getting absurd. How many times do I have to beat you? I wish I had other powders to make this game more interesting.
I've seen enough magic powders for one day.
What? How did I not notice that? Don't screw this up for me, Graham.
Guards, I am ready for Decree 3214.6
Actually, I think it was Decree 1.21.
Aha! We knew you could do it.
You're out of the alliance. I can't lose to you. How about another challenge? We only got to square off in a Duel of Wits. A well-rounded gentleman would win in a Duel of Strength as well.
Graham, take this!
Pick these, babies, huh? Pick these, babies.
Choose these.
Here.
Okay, one more challenge. How would you fare in a Duel of Speed?
No, Manny. It's over. Just as the battle isn't always claimed by the strong, and the race isn't always won by the swift, sometimes the intelligent falter. And I think now is my chance. And now is my time.
Come on, Graham. One more duel for Achaka. Do it for the village of starving Pitchthreans.
Whoa. You said his village was home to the Itch-Tuins. What exactly is your plan here? Because I'm starting
Duel
to...
of Speed!
No, Graham, he's not worth it.
With the bridge strike resolved, supplies could be delivered to the shops again. Business started to pick up. The Wedzel wolves stopped harassing the town and migrated north. Even the guards marched with a little more caution in their step. All things considered, it was a pretty good first day in Daventry.
That was amazing. I mean, you faced a dragon, you made weird new friends, you battled for wits. I just don't get it.
Get what?
With your busy schedule, how did you ever find time for a night job?
Huh? Was that... Did you just make your first pun?
I think I did. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
They grow up so fast.
The tournament! It's about to start!
Well, you best get out there, young lady. Good luck. And remember what I told you. Take on the duel with deftness.
Thanks, Grandpa. You've always guided me straight. Are you going to watch?
Of course, of course. I'll be down momentarily.
Hope you practiced, Gwendolyn.
No. Just listen to stories.
You learned all that from Grandpa's stories.
It was a fantastically fiery tale. Perhaps his ridiculous ramblings have a point.
Children! Children! Come along, quickly! It's your grandfather!